So I'm gonna open this Tamron 90mm f2.8 DI micro lens. This has a
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, the Panda Photographer here from 646studios.com, and today I want to do an introduction first on the Tamron 90mm micro true 1:1 prime lens for the Sony A-mount bodies. Now this particular micro lens is for Sony A-mount bodies only, so it does have an aperture of f2.8 and I believe it could be stopped down to f64 in some cases. It depends on the body, but so 90mm times 1.5 on crop sensor body, which I'm going to be using, which is called the Sony A77 Mark II, is equivalent of a 135 focal length. So, and I'm going to be doing a real test just like I did with the Sony FE 90mm micro lens. I'm going to do a street test, autofocus test, contrast, bokeh. I'm going to do a portrait test, and it's going to be consistent of a number of different videos. I'm not going to combine them all in one video because I really want to get in depth with this particular lens to show you guys that Tamron has looked out for Sony A-mount users this time around. Now, I'm not quite sure if Tamron is going to be making a E-mount lens for E-mount crop sensors or E-mount bodies, but this is the first of its kind to be made for the A-mount, and a lot of manufacturers don't make a lot of lenses for A-mount these days, and not even Sony. So, other than that, this does have an LD and XLD element coding on all the elements. It also has a C bar and a B bar coding, I believe, also on the elements as well. And basically, this has the USD autofocus mode, which is by far faster than the Sony FE 90mm micro lens that I have tested, and I have tested this in a low light on the first day in a low light situation, and it was tagged accurate, and it may have missed about 6 to 7 images, but in a low light situation with this compared to the Sony FE 90mm micro lens, this is by far faster and accurate and much more reliable. Now the front element does have a fluorite coating to protect it from scratches or damage, so it's supposed to last about 6 years. That's why there's a 6-year warranty on the Tamron 90mm prime 1:1 true 1:1 micro lens. But keep in mind that this particular model does not have VC because Sony has either steady shot, a stabilization, or axial stabilization on the E-mount or A-mount bodies, which the A99 Mark II does. And I really want to test this lens on the A99 Mark II because it's probably going to have great dynamic range, it's going to have a higher megapixel count, it's going to be a full frame sensor, and this particular lens is designed for full frame and crop sensor. So keep in mind, so don't be discouraged. So as I said before, 90 times 1.5 gives you equivalent of 135 focal length. So I believe this is going to be a really good, excellent portrait lens by far for me. And I was looking for a second micro portrait lens because I want to compare the two, because you guys already saw the Sony FE 90mm micro lens review, and that one was controversial because I cursed a lot and I repeated myself, but not a lot of people are actually doing street review, and this is the reason why I'm doing a street review on this lens as well. It's because that's a real world scenario test to track subjects and see how fast and accurate the autofocus is, see how contrast levels are. Now, a lot of people have reported that transmission light is off by just a half stop, and I have to see for myself. I haven't seen that quite yet, but I really want to actually show you guys in a number of different tests and a number of different videos as I break them down to give you guys a true world experience on why you should purchase this for your A-mount and why you should invest in it. But other than that, it is weather sealed. It does have a weather seal gasket in the rear of the lens, which is a very nice addition because you know, it's really hard to find A-mount lenses with weather seal gaskets on them. And I wish, you know, other manufacturers would follow suit. And I do like the fact that Tamron actually redesigned the micro lens to a really nice solid design, and I really am pleased with the design overall. I really believe that Tamron is listening to the customers, and Tamron is actually providing us with a better solution and affordable solution, because this lens is only $649 US, which is incredible cheap in my opinion. I spent $1,200 on the Sony FE90mm micro lens, and that was much heavy. This is much lighter compared to the Sony FE micro lens. So other than that, can you buy an adapter for this to mount on the E-mount? Yeah, you can actually. Sony makes an adapter, but I won't rely on it as much as I have rented it in the past. It was missing autofocus sometimes on certain lenses, especially with the Sigma 18 to 35. I had trouble with that, but other than that, yeah, your focus limiter at 4.03, 0.03, 0.05. Then you have autofocus and manual focus switches, and as I said, it does not have VC on it, so keep that in mind. Lens hood is really solid, built really well, and I do like how the design of this lens is beautiful. And this is the SP model, by the way, if I didn't mention that before. So other than that, this is all I have to say about this particular lens. This is just an introduction. I know it's a little bit long, but I just wanted to let you Sony A-mount users know that I am going to be making videos on, it might be 6 parts, 7 parts. I just want to get down and dirty and let you guys know from a real world experience as a photographer, as a travel photographer, as a portrait photographer, that I'm going to really test the shit out this lens. I'm sorry for the language, but other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. Please share the content. It helps me out. It helps me make more content like this. Please follow me at The Panda Photographer on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook at 646 Studios Photography, Twitter 646, also at Flickr 646, and you can go to my website where I have tutorials on photography, videography, and you can see what I'm doing lately. But other than that, thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video about the Tamron Micro 90mm Prime lens. And I'll see you guys in the next one.